Hello, welcome back to Africa Arise Interactive, and today we are going to explore again with the Scratch for children. Children, I love you. You are the future. You are the generation of today. You have to take this thing very seriously because this is an opportunity given to you to explore again. You should not miss this chance because a lot of people out there are missing it. If you have found this video, take it serious. Today we are going to build a simple game for beginners. A game that teaches you how to play music. Subscribe so that you get notifications whenever I post a new video. Like so that this video will be visible for others to be able to benefit. Comment and ask what you think or what you want to understand, or to just say thank you if you appreciate. Again, share with your friends so that they can also benefit like you are doing. Now let's get into it and let's build this amazing music staging and music playing small short game just to introduce you to how elements of Scratch and designing works. Well, I'm thrilled to welcome you back, and today we are going to do something interesting and funny. We're going to create a music stage whereby you are going to be able to play some music in Scratch. How nice, how great, how awesome is that? So let's just demonstrate what we're going to do and how it feels like. For now, I want to stop this one. I want to actually try to click right here to make my Scratch interface visible because it was seeming as if it was graying out. So now, this game is something that plays something like this. If you click the green button, the sound begins to play, and you click the red button to stop playing the sound. Down here, you can see that we've got about 4 elements that are contributing to what we have on the stage. And we have got over here to the right under the stage, you've got this background of a stage. That is the one that has got all these things and these speakers. All right. And over here, we have got this instrument here is this one. This thing over here is this mic. And this one over here is this picture of a lady over here. And right here, we've got these drums. And you find out that each and every one of them has been given each particular sound. So what we are going to do, we are going to work with these things separately. What I want you to do right now is you open your Scratch. If your Scratch is appearing on the desktop, just double click. So my Scratch is loading. Now we are here. Scratch is opened. To start with, we want to start with putting the backdrop on the screen. So let me make Scratch a little bit bigger, something like this. Because my screen is relatively big, but for you, I think you don't need any adjustment. And you need to give a name to this project before you start anything. So you just click over here on File. You just say Save to your computer. And over here, I want to choose this folder, Scratch Tutorials. and I want to give this one a name. Type number 1, then I say music stage. All right, then I click save over here. So this is just to demonstrate that you can do a lot of things with Scratch. You can create games, you can play music, you can do a number of things. And the reason I have chosen to start with this one is because it's simpler to understand, and it works with more than one sprite. And it also involves putting a background and a little bit of designing in Scratch. So it's good for you to be able to know how to do those things in Scratch before you actually go to what we call the logic, which is give more and more instructions using the code blocks over here. All right. So now we want to start with putting the background over here, the backdrop or the background over here under this thing. So you need to first delete what you are seeing right now, this monkey. To delete, you just click over here, this bin icon or this X icon. If you click it right here, you are able to delete. If you want to restore, you just come here and edit, you say restore, it brings back. So if you delete anything by mistake, you know that you are able to restore it by coming back here and edit, and you click restore. The option is now gray because we haven't deleted or removed anything. Right. If your computer, by the way, is not performing any faster, you are always welcome to click under edit and click here turn turbo mode to increase a little bit of some performance to your computer. Okay. Now under backdrop, I just want to click on backdrop over here. Then I come over here and I click over here to choose the backdrop. Now we've got too many backdrops over here, but we want to do what we call filtering, which means to choose according to groups or categories. So we just want to choose by groupings. So the group of music is here under music. So click over there, and right away we have these backgrounds. And for now, I just want to take this one concept so that we go like it is as I was showing you in the example. Now we have got the background over here, but there is another thing that is over here that is happening. We have got the monk here. We don't want this monk because it's not the one that we are going to use. So click right here to delete it. And after that, you need to go ahead and choose the person that you want to put on the stage. So if you come over here, you can choose sprite. And under sprite, we want to go straight away on the category or on the grouping of people. Having come to this, we want to just look for the person we can choose so that we'll be able to use. So under such circumstances, I want to take this guy because the way he's standing, it shows like he's kind of singing. So I just want to click Sam. Now our boy Sam is on the stage, ready to do the performance. All right. So you will notice that on each and every one of our chosen, we will be able to do a whole lot of stuff. So the first thing that we want to do over here is, if we are not interested with what Sam is wearing, we can choose what we can make him wear. And how are we going to do that? Now this is where we can come back to remember all the things that we were doing in the introduction to programming for beginners in Scratch. So we can click on the sprite. If you don't choose it and you click over there, you won't be able to see. So you just have to click, so make sure you are highlighting same, and you come over here under costume, and look what happens. You are now able in this one to play around with colors. You can even click here minus to zoom out to make smaller. You can even click here, make bigger. All right, you can click here on the middle to adjust to fit to the screen or to fit to the size of the frame. So I want to make a little bit bigger, and over here you can always welcome to scroll up and down, or over here you can always welcome to scroll left and right. All right, so this is how it is. And now let's highlight on Sam. I want to fit him to screen because it seems as if I zoom in too much, it pixelating. Pixelating is a condition or is a situation whereby your object is kind of grayed out. It's a graphics designing language. It's kind of grayed out the way you are seeing here. The more I am zooming in, you see as if the details here in the face, all even everything are beginning to lose quality. So it's called pixelation. Now let's do this. When we come to SEM, we want to try and change certain things on SEM. You can even change the name over here. You can even choose to copy and to paste. But as you can see, it's copying and pasting in the same place. All right. So we just want to undo that. So if you want to undo on your keyboard, you can press the Control key plus Z. So you press these two keys at the same time. These things are called keyboard shortcuts. So you have to learn to work with keyboard shortcuts in many cases as you are using a computer. This one is a selection tool. If you click it, you'll be able to use it to move around, to move your things around. It's called select tool. Then this one is an eraser. You can use it to erase. I want to try to see what here. Right, you can use this one to erase. You see I'm erasing same over here. So if I want to undo, instead of coming to edit and say restore, I don't want to do that. I'll just press Control Z all together, Control and Z at the same time, or you first press Control, you press Z, press until you come back to the stage where you were. Do this again, and I can Control Z. You see, this is how you rub and undo when you make mistakes. This one is T for text, so you are able to create a text. If I click here and I come over here, I can write same on stage. Okay, you see. Okay. And besides that, I can change the colors by highlighting the word same, putting my case of the mouth here, and I roll over to the right. And I can come over here and I can begin to adjust the colors. You can see this is yellow, and I can say this is black. Right, all these things. And let's do this. Let's try yellow. Yes, let's try yellow. And here we are. Okay, another thing that you can do is you can change the font. What is a font? The font is this is something we call font. When you look at the way it is written here, you can change the writing style. The font can be also taken to be a writing style. So I can choose any writing style I want over here. All right. So now I just want to choose this one, handwriting. Yeah, for now. Okay, let me press Ctrl Z to undo. Another thing that I can do I have chosen this one. I have labeled same on stage over here. Then what else can I do? When you come under fill, you can also choose to fill your background like this. But you realize that when you press fill the background, you should do it when you don't have something that you have chosen as your background, because you see that it will come on top of what you have already. And we don't want that to happen. So we press Ctrl Z to undo. So if you want to fill with a particular color, you first click here, you choose the color, paste, and you come, you fill. Okay, Ctrl Z to undo. And this one is also something like going back, and this one is going to the next where you have come from, or what was in, to repeat what was on the screen, and this one is to go back. You can also do that instead of using Ctrl Z. Okay, now this one is for rectangle. You can come over here, you click on rectangle, you can click here to fill. You choose the color that you want to fill with. Say for instance, I say blue. And here you can also even choose things like the gradients and the kinds of gradients that we have here. And from there, you can create a rectangle with a gradient. You see that here it's kind of a light green and kind of here it's blue, right? So you can do all that. And besides using gradient, you can also just maintain one kind of color. For example, if I choose red, I can put a rectangle here with complete red. Okay, and I can even move around to hover it, place it on the full screen, move it so that it displays the way you. So this is how you move object. Look at this one. What is this one? This one is for putting lines. So you see, if you just come across, click from corner to corner, you can make a line over there. You can even make a line going downwards. Let's try to make our line straight and over here. So this is just basics of designing. And you find that when you are using other softwares like Adobe Photoshop, Illustrator, and so forth, the concepts are almost the same. However, the difference is that this one, Scratch, has got just few tools which you can use. You can also choose to make your line either thin or thicker by clicking here, or you can just highlight in here and put a number which you want. Click enter. You can see that my line is thinner now. I can also come back and click and I say 50, and you see that my line is very thick. So you don't have a lot of limitations. The sky is the limit over here. You've got a lot of things that you can do. Yeah. So this is how you design in Scratch. And now let's look at this one. This is the brush. You'll be able to brush out, make things by using a brush. And by the way, we have adjustments. You can adjust the size of your brush. If I say 5, they can come here. You see my brush is smaller. You can make it large, 100. Here you see, ooh, my brush is so big. I brush over this character, over Mr. Sam. Sorry, Mr. Sam, I brush over you. Now, over here, maybe did we talk about something? We can also talk about this one. We adjust the thickness of our circle. Okay, I did talk about this one. This one is for circle. So you see, I can create a circle, all right? But the issue now, if I move to the right, before I continue, let me undo everything so that I'm left with Mr. Sam only, the words Mr. Sam on stage. Now, if you click over here, you can choose fill, and you can choose the color that you want to fill with. and right now we have the color blue. So see that when I move to the right or up and down, my circle is following. Say, for instance, I want to make a circle, complete circle with equal dimensions or equal sides. What will I do? Because this is not how we draw circles at school, isn't it? So I can click undo, that is Control Z, and I can press Shift on my keyboard. And when I press Shift on my keyboard, you see that even if I try to move right and left, top and bottom, my circle is consistently or is maintaining what we call the aspect ratio. The size is not actually giving us like the upper side is thin, the right side is thin, right and left side is thin, and the bottom is the way it was happening here. But if I release and I try to make another circle, look, the way it is appearing. This up and down is thin, and if I come over here, right and left is thin, you see. So if you want to draw a perfect circle that has got good sides adjusted, just press Shift key on your keyboard. Then you move your mouse on your keyboard and you have a perfect circle. One thing right now. Okay. Now let's undo, and I believe this one should be the same with the triangle. Let's demonstrate it, but before that, let's this circle as well. You see, it's the same. If you want to put a square with a triangle, let's Shift and you go like that. Now, what else? I think we have covered the tools that we use in Scratch, and we have demonstrated how we use them. But for now, let's also come to this one, outline. If I want to put a triangle with an outline at the center, I can choose here under outline, and I will be able to draw a triangle with an outline. But right now, maybe you are surprised. What is an outline? An outline is this kind of thing, the thickness here, and inside this rectangle or our shape, it's empty, it's transparent. There is nothing cover anything there. So what you do, you can adjust, because right now the thickness of our outline is very, very high. It's at 100. So you can reduce, say for instance, I say the outline must be 20. And I click over here. You see that this triangle of mine has the thickness of 20. Okay, so I can say undo, 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 undo. Right? Then I can even come to the circle, have a click on outline and press Shift. I can give my circle an outline, as you can see over here. So we can put Mr. Sam inside the circle. Something like this. You can see on our stage, Mr. Sam is in the circle. So I'm just explaining these basics so that you'll be able to apply your creativity to draw different shapes the way you feel or the way you want. This is just a demonstration, and you'll be able to make some manipulations using all these tools. You can erase where you don't want. Maybe you want to say, this is the entrance into the stage where Mr. Sam gets into the stage. So we want to delete this part. Okay, just for fun. All right. And you can say now this other part is a way to go out into the stage. All right. Or just anything that you feel like, just for fun. I'm just doing it for demonstrative purposes, so that you can erase. Right. Now, let's do this. I think we have demonstrated enough of how you can manipulate the pictures. Now we want to see what you can do to change colors of Mr. Sam. What can we do? All right. There is something noticeable with Mr. Sam over here. So we won't be able to change the colors because this one was not designed in layers. So when you look at Mr. Sam over here, the way he was designed is not in layer form. What you mean is that if something is designed in layers, you'll be able to select the things separately. So, for example, if I click on the head, I must select the head or the hair alone, the trousers, whatever, so that I'll be able to change colors. This is not possible. So I want to come back over here and choose another sprite. I click over here. Let's come to music, and under music, let's take this LED. Okay. Now, what do you do to change the size? Because it seems as if she is this lady is a little bit appearing to be small. Let's delete Mr. Sam so that we have one object on stage, all right? What can we do to make the size bigger? All right, let's come to adjustments. And here you can rename, you can say singer one, or you can say Mavis. You can just put a name that you want there. Then if you highlight here, that is where you are able to rename, to give a name. If you click these two things, you are able to hide or to show on the screen. So now you want to make the size bigger. You highlight over here. So I want to make 200. I type on my keyboard the number 2 plus 00 and I hit enter. You see the size is now a little bit bigger. However, it seems as if now the person or the singer, our singer, is not standing on the stage, is standing on these people over here, down here. We don't want that. So we want to make at least 150. Okay, it's all about the experimenting. You'll be able to see how it is going. Okay, right now it is really showing that she's standing on the stage. For direction over here, you can also choose where you want her to be standing in the direction of the stage. So for example, right now it's on 90. Okay, so what I can do, I can say 45 and hit enter. And you see what is happening. It's like it's bending on the stage, but this is not how people stand on the stage. But just for demonstrative purposes, for instance, maybe you are dealing with another object which is not a person, you'll be able to know that you are able to adjust the directions over there. So I'm putting back 90 and I hit enter and come back to where we were. Now, let's look at this. We want to change the colors, all right? So as we are highlighting, we come back to costume, and under costume, we highlight this person. As we are highlighting over here, it is also showing to us which color is selected, which is to say this purple color is the one that is selected. So what we want to do right now is to put a color that can actually pop up on the stage. So let's try blue, light blue. I want to make it lighter. All right, let me make it like that. Right, so you change the color that way. If you want to change for the outline, this black color, you see right now is showing me, telling me that I'm highlighting black over here, as I can see from here. So I want to change this to be yellow. All right. So the way you choose colors here, you just play around over here to see where you begin to see the shades of the color you want to choose and select. Then now you can begin to adjust and mix up the colors. Okay. You can just mix up, just hover around, try to mix up. I think this yellow is coming out the way I want. And I click over here. We have changed the color right here. And over here, I think let's change the hair to be black right away. Let's change the hair to be black, and I click over here and I hover. Here we want to try to mix, so our black is this side, so we move over here to black and mix our colors the way we. All right, now that's it. You can also put, yeah, I think I like it like this, just to give some shades over there. And we've got this outline over there. It is also black. Can we change the color? Let's try to change the color and see if we can change it. if we can give it something like brownish. Okay, just slightly like that. And right now, our singer is popping on the stage. You can also change the color of the person, the skin tone, actually, the way the skin looks. And even over here, you can change, put what you want. You see, this one is a higher shade of the skin. Yeah, I think I like this one. So make sure that you make them kind of similar. So you can also come here. Now you can pick the color from here. If you want to make the exact match of the color, you can just click over here. Then you see that you are highlighting the skin. Then you click over here. You come here on the color picker. You click on the color picker. You hover over the color that you want to choose, something like this. You click and you see that you'll be changing and making the colors exactly the same. Okay? Color picker. Come over here. You click or hover over here. Choose and oh, wow. Then the shoes. I think I want to change the shoes. Right now, the color that is selected is black. I want to select the inner one. Yes, this one. I want it to match so that she may be having blue shoes. So what do? I want to come to the color picker over here with the colors blue. And the same with here. We click over here, choose the color picker, we hover over here. All right. Wow. Look at it. It's good and it's awesome. So this is how you do the designing in Scratch. We want to do things faster now. So let's come over here because we want to choose the instruments. So let's come under, choose the sprites again. Then we come to music and we want to choose this saxophone. You click it, it's on the stage. You can even click here to place it where you want it to be. So I want it to be this direction. And you can even change where it may be facing by changing the direction here. Change the size as well. So let me try to make it maybe 180 degrees, 180%. So you see how my saxophone. So I want to put it at 45 degrees angle. Yes, I want it to be something like this by 45. So it's just trial and error. Just try to choose the numbers that you want. But in many cases, when you're dealing with such a situation, the numbers that you can actually try to deal with is 0, 15. You count in 15, 15, 15 basically. So you can say 0, 15, 30, 45, 65. Is it 65? 45, 60, 75. Yeah, you go something like that. 90. All right. Now let's come over here. We want to take another instrument. We want to take the drums. So we come over here, click, choose music, and choose the drums. Okay. For now, I think I want this kind of drums. Awesome. So let's come over here. We choose these traditional drums kind of, and we want to place them right here. Yeah, right here, so that our singer will be able to have space to dance over there. Right. And another thing that we want to put is the microphone. So let's come back to the sprites, use music, use the microphone. And right now, let's put it closer to the mouth, but we want to tilt it to a particular angle so that it will be actually kind of like facing the mouth. So in this regard, we want to put, let's try 15 and hit enter. Wow, that's not it. It has gone to another direction. So that introduces us to another criteria which we can do well for us to be precise with our anchors. All right. So now, if you see that you are having challenge, this will bring you to thinking about what or how to do your to deal with your things faster, because you need a faster solution. Over here, you see that you have got these two. So just why not hover it and make it like this? You see, you turn it the way you want. You turn it the way you want. You are able to move the directions that you want. So for now, I think it's fine over here. Then we can drag it a little bit down here. All right. So this is how you move things in different directions. You just click here. You're able to move. You're able to move your things. Then if you come over here, move on. And right. That's cool. Now we have our instruments and we just want to put our sounds now. So what are we going to do to put our sound? We want to first put the sound on the drum. Now, so let's highlight on the drum. As we are highlighting on the drum, we want to come to events. If you can still remember, as we talked about these things in the interface, when we were going through the interface, we said whenever you think of you want to give an instruction of something to happen when you do something, you should know that it's an event. So under events over here, this is where we see things like when the green flag is clicked. So you click, you drag it to the code workspace. You take it to the code workspace. Now, what you do is you want, when the green flag is clicked, you want to play a particular sound. So where do we go? Definitely it's clear that we have to go to our sound. So we come here to sound and we choose play sound until done. So we drag this one, we put it over here, we snap it over there. Okay. So which sound do we want? Let's see what we have first. If we click the green flag right now, and you hear the sound that is playing. So we want to change the sound. We have got this sound here. High tone, high conquer, what. You can also record your own sound if you say record here. My own sound. Then I can start recording the sound. So let me record the sound because I have a microphone. Welcome to Scratch tutorial by Play Music. I can stop recording. Now we want to save it. And after saving it, we come back to code blocks. And over here, we want to choose recording 1. Because when we save, we forgot to give it a name. We just click save. So it is saved as recording 1. But for the sake of safety, for you to be able to know your sounds, it's always good to come over here under sounds. Before there are too many, you have to rename it. So under here we can say welcome to Scratch. Scratch. That is the sound. And you can play it. Welcome to Scratch tutorial by Play Music. Okay, so this is what I was recording. All right. So now we have chosen this sound. Let's play over here. Welcome to Scratch tutorial by Play Music. Right. So our drum is saying, welcome to Scratch tutorial by Play Music. Now we want to choose another sound which we are going to give to this lady. Now, when you click on the lady, you see that what we have done over here, the code blocks that was here, has disappeared. Well, don't be surprised and don't be afraid.
it is still available. You can only see it once you click here. Okay, if you click on the drum, you see it here, because we will give you this sound only to the drums. Now we want to give this sound to the lady. So when you click the lady, you won't see anything, because the lady is also needs to be given her own sound. So we do the same thing that we have done previously. We come to events, we choose when the green flag is clicked. But for now, you can also choose something like when the space bar is pressed on the keyboard. But it is always wise to use one entry key, so that when you play one, or when you click one key, all of your sounds will be playing all at once simultaneously. Okay. Baby. So now we want to play, we want to make sure that whenever we click the green flag, the sound from the lead plays, from the saxophone plays, from the drums play through our mic. All right. So now we are not going to make it different for now. We will do it differently in other tutorials, but in this one, let's do it the same way. Now, what we do is we come over here, we click here, then we come back to sound. We want to choose the sound, so we want to play the sound. So let's do this. Now it is saying play pop sound until done. What does it mean to say play pop sound until done? The sound will be played until the whole sound is completely played. What does it mean? If your sound, or if your song is having a length of 1 hour, it will play the sound until 1 hour, or until you click the stop button. If it is 5 minutes, 2 seconds, 1 minute, and whatever, it will play for that length of the duration of the sound. That's what it means. So now, if I click over here, all right, but we want to give a sound to this lady so that she'll be singing. So what I'm going to do now is to come under sounds, over here, under sounds. Then I can add sound over here. You can click over here, you can say choose sound. So you click choose sound, and we've got these sounds. So we want to put a voice because we have a person over there. So if you want to hear the sound of the voice, you just hover over. As I hover over, can you hear? Can you hear this one? So I think I want a voice of something kind of singing.
Hey.
So let's look if we have got one. All right. So I want to choose singer 1. I click this sound, I put it over here. Once I have this sound, I come back over here, I come over here, I have the sound singer 1. So I choose singer 1. If I click, you see our singer is now giving the sound, right? I'm thinking of something else. If the singer is giving sound, can we have something like an audience whereby we have got cheers? All right. So we just want to put it on this microphone so that we have a sound coming on like people are cheering. So we want to also put a sound on our microphone. So come back to the events. When the green flag is clicked, we want sound. We are playing this sound, and we want to choose sound from the audience. So what are we going to do? We come under sound, under sound here, and we say add sound. So under add sound here, we want to come to voices. Add sound like here. Add sounds here. Okay, can we use this
Hey.
one? No?
Hey.
Yeah.
Wow, we want this one cheers. All right. So now we can come back over here. We choose our sound. Crowds. Cheers. Okay, it's cheers. So you scroll down, you choose cheers over here. And let's see. All right. Now you can hear. So if you come over here to click this one over here, you hear that you have one sound because it's sound dedicated only to the microphone. But if you click over here, you hear all the three sounds that we have made so far, which is the drum, the singer, and the sound from the microphone. And I want another sound now from the saxophone, which should be a music beat for now. So let's come over here and we choose again on the events. And when the green flag is clicked, we want to play music. We want to play the sound until it is done. So let's come over here. We snap it over here. And we want to come to sounds and choose sound. And right now, should we go to voices? We should go under percussion or loops. I think I want on loops. Wow. Yeah, I think I like this one. So you should know the name of this thing, so of this sound, so that you'll be able to choose it under the under your animations, under your what, your code over here. So this one is named Dance Funky. All right. So we come over here, we choose Dance Funky over here. Now I think we are done. If I click over here, then I click here. Can you see now? But my voice is a little bit lower. So how can I increase the volume? The volume of this sound. How can I increase the volume of this sound? Let's go back to sound. You click over here. Make sure you are highlighting where the voice is. And we come over here. We want to increase the volume. All right. You click on the welcome sound and let's play it. Welcome to Scratch tutorial by playing music. I can stop. So we can say louder. Welcome to Scratch tutorial by playing music. Louder. Welcome to Scratch tutorial. Welcome to Scratch tutorial by playing music. I can stop. Okay, let's see if our sound is louder. Welcome to Scratch tutorial by playing music. You can also make it faster.
Welcome to Scratch tutorial by playing music. Welcome to Scratch tutorial by play. Welcome to Welcome to Scratch tutorial
As you
by
can see, as I'm
music.
clicking louder, you notice something here. These waveforms or these zigzag lines were smaller, but right now they are coming up, 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 up. Okay, so let's undo this. And
This
oh, this one we are replacing. Sorry.
Welcome to Scratch tutorial by music.
So let me undo. Let me undo so that you see.
Welcome to Scratch.
So this is how our waveform was at first. But if I say louder, 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 louder,
Welcome to Scratch tutorial by
This is the maximum level of our voice or of our volume. So right now,
welcome to Scratch tutorial
by
Welcome to Scratch tutorial by music.
Good. Now let's come all together and play everything at once.
Welcome to Scratch tutorial by music.
Wow.
I can stop.
Can't you hear that? It's kind of something like an announcement on the stage. And guys, I hope you have learned a lot from this one and you are geared to make some lots of experimentations out there. So just go ahead and experiment around and I will see you. And I want to see what you have made. What you do is you can actually, I will put a link to my Telegram channel. And once you do that, you can just come over here. You click save to your computer. You give it a name. It's what? Stage 1. All right. So what you do is you go to my Telegram channel. You upload this link. You upload this file with your name. So I can take it and I put it in my computer and I run it and I see what you have made. How good and how amazing is that? Thank you very much. I'm going to put the link to my Telegram channel and thank you for watching and I hope next time. I think you have learned a lot from this one and you have enjoyed yourself. Goodbye. See you in the next one.
Wow, if you have gotten this far, you are a hero and I love you. I appreciate you. Keep on doing. You are doing great. You will definitely reach your goals. You are a hero.